good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. I hope that you are doing absolutely amazing. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are healthy, okay? Sending you so much love, light, prosperity, abundance, health, joy. I'm coming on here with a message. I definitely know that if you clicked on this video, there is something here for you. The message that I have is it's time for you to prepare. And what I mean by that is there's a necessary shift that's happening in the world right now, especially in the United States. And there is an urgency for you to prepare. And what I mean by that, going into a little bit more detail, is to ensure that your household, your family, is taken care of, right? That in the case of any type of state of emergency, that you all will be okay. So the message that I received, and I've been receiving this for quite some time. This is not something that just came to me. In order for something to be rebuilt, it has to be destroyed first, and that's currently what we're in the process of, if you see it or not. And in the midst of that destruction, there can potentially be, times and moments where if you are not prepared, it can, put you in a very bad situation, where you can be lacking, the essentials or the things that you need, just the essentials of life. So I'm here to tell you that it's time for you to prepare, okay? Just ensure that you have everything that you need, right? This is not a message to say that you need to fear, that you need to be afraid, or you need to be nervous, or you need to go out and start doing all this, impulse buying to where that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you know that your home is not, or if you don't have things in your household to sustain you and your family, it's time to do that. There will be destruction before there is a renewal, a rebirth. And if you are here watching this video, there is a message to you letting you know that it's time for you to prepare for yourself and your family in order for you to be as comfortable as possible during this destruction process, right? Planning, preparing is what you need to do. Not to be unrealistic. I'm looking at some notes that I have here. Not being unrealistic, like really taking a look around you. I'm not one to watch the news like that. Like, I do stay abreast of what's going on, but I'm not one to sit and watch it. I don't even watch the news, but I do keep up with what's going on. So I'm sure you are aware. If you are in the United States, I'm sure you definitely are aware of what's going on, and it's an urgency to remind you to not be unrealistic, right? To take concrete steps into ensuring that you and your loved ones and your family will be okay during this state of destruction. Now, again, let me emphasize that there is no need to fear. There is no need to be afraid. There is no need to panic, because this has been in play for a very long time, unbeknownst to us. It's time for us to get back what is rightfully ours. And what I mean by us, I'm talking about the melanated people. This is something that's been gradually happening and unfolding for quite some time, and the time is here, right? This will bring about, this destruction is going to bring about so much growth, so much leveling up. I have here stuff here on my desk that I have been meditating and studying. That's why I keep looking down. This is going to bring about so much growth, so much leveling up for the collective. This message is to tell you to, I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, don't get caught with your pants down. That's what I'm here to tell you, okay? So prepare, make sure you have, food in the house. Make sure you have water. Make sure you have, paper towels or a tissue, or, if you don't have a generator, I'm talking to myself, things of that nature. Plan and prepare right now to get your house in order. Get your house in order. Because this is something that has to happen. It's a necessary, tough, difficult, trying time that has to happen in order for the collective to heal and to grow. It's the inevitable. So in order to make this as smooth and comfortable for you as possible, prepare for it, right? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Get ready. This is going to bring about celebratory times, reunions, gatherings. I mean, I'm excited, honestly. Tear the shit down. Tear it down. The judgment call has already been made. It's already in the works. So if you're not prepared, then get prepared. Also, I was told to remind you to don't worry about finances. And what I mean by that is, this is not to say, oh my God, if, I don't have the money to do what you have. First of all, you are well taken care of, okay? So what you have the means to do for you and your family, that's what needs to be done. This is not to stress. This is not to worry. This is not to panic. This is not to fear. But this is also to say, if you know better, then do better. So if you know that you got 4 rolls of tissue in your bathroom, I'm talking to you. If you know that you have enough grocery in your refrigerator for a couple of days, I'm talking to you. If you know that if something was to occur, if there was to be some type of state of emergency, you have no cash in your house. All of your money is in the bank. I'm talking to you. So, as I was sitting here prior to meditating, prior to turning on the camera, let me say this before I go there. This is already happening, right? It's already taken place. I'm here to share this message with those who either have yet to prepare, kind of on the fence about it, unsure. I'm talking to you. This is already in the works. It's already happening. I'm here to tell you that the destruction is going to happen sooner than you know, to where it's going to be, you know, tear that shit down and start to rebuild. While I was sitting here meditating prior to turning on this camera, I have one of my I don't want to say her name too loud, you know, she's gonna get to talking. Sitting here, and on the screen popped up a vulture out of the blue. I wasn't using it or anything. I looked over and I saw a vulture, and it said it was the animal of the day. Okay, so obviously that was a message, right? So I looked up the meaning of a vulture, which I know generally, but I wanted to get a little bit more in depth, right? So I'm gonna briefly go over what the meaning of a vulture is. And again, this is during my meditation and when I was receiving everything that I wanted, or that was being given to me to relay. Spiritually, vultures symbolize death and rebirth, purification, patience, and divine connection. They represent the necessary cleansing of the old to make way for new beginnings, and are seen by some as sacred messengers between the physical and spiritual worlds. Many cultures revere them for their role in the natural cycle of life, death, and renewal. Now, again, this is something that's been being downloaded into my spirit for a while now. I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks. And I was told today is the day to give the message. Today is the day to give a message, because I had no idea. That's a whole nother story. But getting back to this vulture, it popped up on the screen, and I'm like, okay, the animal of the day. I'm sitting here meditating. That definitely has a meaning. Rebirth and renewal. As scavengers, vultures are a powerful symbol of transformation, consumption of the old to create space for the new, and the cyclical nature of life. By clearing away the dead, vultures are seen as agents of purity that prevent disease and corruption from spreading. Vultures can glide for hours, waiting for the opportune moment to act, which makes them a symbol of patience, resourcefulness, and high-level perspective. They are strongly associated with death, but not necessarily in a negative way. Instead, they represent the acceptance of mortality and the transition into a new phase, as seen in the Incan and Egyptian reverence for the condor and associated goddesses. I'm going to read that last part once more. They are strongly associated with death, but not necessarily in a negative way. Instead, they represent the acceptance of mortality and the transition into a new phase. Okay? Just get ready. That's the point. Get ready. No panicking, no worrying, because this is actually, in my opinion, and if you're watching this video, it's our time. But before it can be renewed and rebirthed and rebuilt, we have to, or not we, it has to be destroyed. What is currently barely standing, it has to be destroyed, right? And so during this destruction, the Most High Mother and Father, the universe, your spirit guides, they need you to be comfortable. They need you to not get caught with your pants down. So plan, prepare, do what you have the capabilities to do. And that's it, and that's all. And get ready to celebrate okay? And take back what's rightfully ours. So, I definitely hope this video has been a help to you. I know that there was something here for you if you are still watching this video. And until next time, peace and blessings.